All right. On to our featured attractions, video game edition. It's not always a good thing, but we'll see how that works.
Chicken jockey.
We'll start with Stay Alive from 2006.
Stay alive, stay alive.
I don't even remember this movie coming out.
Oh yeah, well,
a
went
group
under the
of,
radar, I guess.
a group of friends decide to play a killer video game based on the legend of the Countess of Blood, Elizabeth Bathory.
Is that a thing?
I guess so. Director, what in the hell are you doing? Sorry, my fucking creepy AI phone starts talking to me. All right. A group of friends decide to play a killer video game based on the legend of Countess of Blood, Elizabeth Bathory.
I think I would have rather seen one based on the Legend of Zelda than this.
Director is William Brent Bell, also known for Orphan, First Kill, and The Devil Inside.
Huh. Okay.
There actually is another little trash TV. Well, I guess it's not trash TV. It's some series that's going on, right? It's called The Perfect Family, I think, something like that.
Oh, and yeah, AJ saw that.
It looks a lot like Orphan.
Orphan, yeah.
Yeah. But
I
like
Googled
the real
it.
story.
Said, well, yeah, this Orphan, the movie, it said was made before this actually happened. So it's kind of weird.
Oh.
It was like almost the exact same story. Girl from Ukraine.
Yeah.
That's actually a grown-up. Kind of weird.
Oh,
right?
wow. See, so I was thinking that Orphan was based on like a real story, and this was actually the real story of it.
I had to Google it. It said
anyway.
Absolutely not. So timing would be wrong. Unless they did the Mandela effect thing.
Oh, that's what it is. We're in a different dimension now. Writers are William Brent Bell with Matthew Peterman. Countess Elizabeth Bathory did actually exist.
Oh.
Look at that. However, for the perspective of the film, her story takes place in New Orleans, whereas historically she was located in Hungary, which makes more sense.
You know, New Orleans, Hungary.
It was Disney's only slasher film. I didn't even realize it was a Disney movie.
I didn't either.
I think it was owned. I think Disney owns the studio.
Yeah. I don't. That's stretching it.
Well, Disney owns everything at this point. I mean,
just about.
All right, Lance, you want to start us off on Stay Alive?
Sure. Yeah, I'd never seen this one either. I thought it might be kind of neat at first. You know, it was kind of a cool concept, right? So it's, you know, like this older, you know, game. It's not like an old text game like what was it called? The Oregon Trail. You guys remember that one?
Oh yeah. You died of dysentery.
Dysentery. Do you drink the water or do you keep walking? You know. It wasn't that
Lair
bad,
and shit.
But, it was kind of at that time when there were some creepy stuff starting to go on with games. Like I think wasn't this around the time you started getting like the original horror video games, like where they were first person shooter and stuff like that?
Well, this is 2006, so I mean they would have had like the PS2 and stuff out by then.
It just looked more dated. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So one thing I want to know about this movie is you say it was Disney. Was it fucking rated G? Because I didn't see a single on-screen kill. Did I blink and miss something? Because there was one where it showed like the top part where they were being slashed or something, and you saw some blood dripping, and that was like about it. But like every kill in this movie was off-screen. I think the characters were, for the most part, pretty hateable. You know, you even had old Jimmy Simpson in there, a very young Jimmy Simpson. You know, and he's out there. It's kind of neat effects, I guess. When
like him,
when
man.
He got it, and the carriage was coming toward him on the street. But man, it was dumb.
Speaking of the last episode of Black Mirror, he plays a giant part in that, and he's great.
That's right. That's right. All right, let's talk about Black Mirror. I've said enough about this movie. There's not a whole lot to say. I mean, this is tame to the standards of fucking Wind in the Willows or something. I mean, this is like fucking Baby Shark level of horror. This is terrible.
The fuck is Wind in the Willows?
It's like an old Froggy and little Froggy and alligator.
Frog and Toad.
Frog and Toad, that's what it was. Yeah, Frog and Toad. Philip's with me. You're old enough to remember
that. Brian, what do you think?
For the budget and for the actors they had in it and for the time it came out, I didn't hate it.
I
thought it was.
I thought it was a Night Swim.
I will 100% watch this 100 times over the Night Swim.
Yeah.
Stop it, Brian.
Are you putting Night Swim up against Stay Alive? Legitimately,
dude. We'll get to scores eventually.
Lance,
well, they got what's that
dude's
fall
name? Down or something?
They got some people in this movie. That Milo dude. I mean, he's only in it for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
but...
right. Is that the dude? That's the dude that played Rocky's son, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Adam Goldberg. What was he?
Adam
Goldberg's great.
You guys are talking about Milo Ventimiglia.
Yeah.
Hey, Rocky's son. I'm Rocky's son. Hey.
The dude from Heroes. I like him.
Yeah,
that was not him in Rocky's.
Save the cheerleader.
In Rocky, he was not saying I'm Rocky's son. He was trying not to be Rocky's son.
Hey, get out of my way! I'm Rocky's son. You seat me first. I'm not gonna wait in line to get into this nightclub. Hey.
That would have been a great character.
I'm looking at the cast. It looks like you would have recognized the cast if you would have been watching early to mid 2000s CW or the WB.
Of course, yes.
Like the Hills or the OC.
Oh yeah, that one.
Sense,
who's that one chick that was in it? Bush.
Sophia Bush.
Sophia Bush. She is super fucking hot.
Yeah.
Is that the blonde one?
No. She's the goth looking chick.
The goth.
Oh,
yeah.
October.
Yeah.
October.
My parents named me October, so I have to be goth.
I don't know who the blonde chick was, but she was totally trying to steal that girl's man the whole time.
And who doesn't like Frankie Muniz?
Yeah,
Malcolm in the middle. Dude. Now he's a race car driver. Don't shake your head at Frankie Muniz.
With the upside down visor.
Yeah, the effects weren't great, but it kind of took me back to that time of gaming with my friends.
Yeah, I think I'll stick with the Oregon Trail.
Well, they do have a movie based on that.
Do they?
It's a horror western that has nothing to do with the game.
Okay.
Yeah, the effects are not great. The movie is very dated with the music and the clothes.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say. I like Jimmy Simpson in this. I thought he was the comedy relief.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, while he was in it, sure.
I kind of feel like I agree with you about the kills, Lance. They weren't shown, but I kind of feel like there's possibly a different version of this movie because it kind of feels like it was edited at times.
It did, yeah, like really choppy editing, right?
Like they tried to appeal to like a younger demographic or something like that, so they cut some scenes out.
Yeah, maybe there's an unrated version.
I don't even think it clicked for me that all the scenes or all the kill scenes were off screen.
It was brutally obvious to me, man. It was pretty
hands down best kill scene. I agree with you, Lance. Was Jimmy Simpson.
Yeah,
where he just threw himself on the ground and rolled, and then the CGI horse and carriage ran him over.
Stop, drop, and roll, huh?
I did think what was her name?
October?
No, the evil blonde? Demonic spirit.
Countess, whatever.
Oh,
yeah. I thought she kind of at the end. Mm-hmm. There's a scene when they show her reflection and she makes that scared face that she's seen. I thought she looked kind of creepy, and I thought the makeup was pretty good on her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there should have definitely been more of that throughout the movie instead of the CGI effects, but
yeah.
CGI carriage.
I want to see outtakes of him just like rolling on the ground.
They're out there somewhere.
Because
you want to make it in Hollywood, kid?
It didn't quite line up for me. Carriage running him over and him rolling over. That's it.
All right.
Really a whole lot to say about this.
Yeah, you know what? I had a lot more fun with it than I thought I was going to.
Good. I'm glad you did.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how this went completely under the radar because it's got like a lot of people in it, and I don't remember it at all. But yeah, man, I had a pretty good time with it. Obviously the CGI was not great. It's 2006.
There was some good CGI though out in 2006.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, fuck, Jurassic Park in the 90s, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this had a budget of 20 million.
Well,
that sounds like a lot.
They were sort of
2006.
They were sort of able to hide a lot of that by just making it a video game thing. And so that it kind of worked. Right.
It does have some good setup to some scenes, like that opening scene with Milo Balboa.
Yeah.
How he walks in on his friends. The first time he walks in on them, they're fucking, and then he gets woken out of his sleep and then goes and walks in, and then the movie sets you up thinking this movie's going to be brutal by the way they show their dead bodies being strung up with chains and
no shit,
blood everywhere.
That one was brutal.
And then he gets hung by something we couldn't see by the chandelier. So it does kind of set you up for something that it doesn't deliver. That's why I kind of think maybe this movie got heavily edited.
I think you may have a point. That makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know if it's worth like a whole director's cut for it, but I mean that would be pretty cool if they had something a little bit more graphic going on, because that's really a lot of what it was missing. The story was pretty straightforward too. I sort of expected there to be a twist at the end. Like I wanted the blonde chick to be like some sort of minion for the Countess or something.
She should have been the Countess.
Yeah, or the Countess.
That would have been interesting.
I thought that was going to happen for sure, and it didn't. She was just like this normal, and like
she was such a random character.
I know, like she came in out of nowhere.
She was a friend of a friend of a friend.
Right. Nobody knew who the fuck she was. She just shows up and she's
funeral taking pictures.
And she's just straight up stealing Sophia Bush's man, which is not going to happen. Number one.
Right. Well, why not have your bush and eat it too?
Yeah. And like it's very obvious they're flirting right in front of her and she doesn't do anything about it. And then like as soon as she's dead, they're holding hands and kissing.
They're fucking.
I'm like, damn, bro, take a second.
Yeah. Well,
her girlfriend just got fucking brutally murdered.
Yeah, they didn't mourn that very long, did they?
But the story was pretty good. It kept me interested the whole time. I didn't hate it.
Okay.
All right. Let's do scores. Lance, what do you think?
All right, it's a 1.
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
Wow.
It is fucking horrible.
1.
I just want to see a horror movie with some kills in it, not off-screen bullshit. Come on.
Yeah, it was pretty entry-level horror, I think.
What kills were in Night Swim?
I don't remember.
Brian, what do you think?
I'm a Night Swim. This movie's a 6.5.
6.5.
It had enough in it to keep me interested throughout the movie.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. I'm in the minority. I'm used to it.
Like I said, it just had enough nostalgia with the friends getting together, gaming and stuff like that.
Yeah.
To spark something in me.
All right.
And just to watch a lot of these characters when they're very young, like they pop up and you're like, hey, wait a minute, that's so and so.
That's that guy.
Yeah.
This movie's full of there's that guy.
Yeah.
Sure.
Even the detective.
Who plays a detective in
Frankie
everything.
Faison, right?
Yeah.
The dude from The Wire.
Oh. Yeah, I think he's what is it? What else is he in? Reacher or some shit?
A lot, and he always plays a detective.
He's always plays a detective. He's good.
Like, this shit.
He always plays a detective that you think is dirty, but is not.
Yeah, I guess. Sure.
I'm gonna give this one a 6. I had a pretty good time with it. Yeah, it was a solid movie. I'm really surprised that it got like no traction. I can't believe I don't remember it at all. Because it fits in perfectly with the time period.
Yep. That's true. 2006.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, that was almost 20 fucking years ago? Wow.
Oh, I was in Afghanistan.
Man.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
that's probably why I didn't know.
That's right. Well, you probably could have bought like a fucking movie theater version of it. With
I know. Yeah, no, yeah. The shaky cam. I watched. Yeah. This one, the next one, Until Dawn, which is our next movie. I watched it on a pirated copy, and it was like, dude, they must have been recording this sucker out in the sticks in India or something. There was like bugs flying around in front of the camera and shit.
It could add to it. That could actually add to it.
It kind of did.
All right.
I was like, wait, is that supposed to be there?